Stroke recovery is not a sprint but a marathon, and it's not just about the physical healing but also about rewiring the brain. It's the raw truth. Often the focus is solely on the physical rehabilitation after a stroke, but it's only half the battle. The other half, and arguably the more significant half, is about leveraging the brain's remarkable ability to adapt and rewire itself, a phenomenon known as neuroplasticity. This is a process that takes time, consistency, and personalized care. Beware of those who promise a quick fix. Recovery from a stroke isn't about speedy solutions, but rather about understanding the complexities of the brain and how it recovers. It's about implementing a consistent rehab plan, tailor-made to fit your unique needs and circumstances. So, are you ready to dive into the science of fast and effective stroke recovery? Neuroplasticity is your brain's secret weapon in stroke recovery. Imagine a clay sculpture, adaptable and moldable, constantly changing and evolving. That's your brain on neuroplasticity. It's the brain's magical ability to reorganize itself, to form new neural connections throughout life, especially when it's healing from a trauma like a stroke. You see, strokes often cause damage to parts of the brain that control specific functions like speech, movement, and memory. But here's the silver lining: your brain is not a static organ, it's dynamic, fluid, ever-changing. And when a part of it gets damaged, neuroplasticity allows the undamaged areas to take over the tasks of the damaged ones. It's like your brain's own superhero power, stepping in to save the day. But just like any superhero, neuroplasticity needs a little push to activate its powers. This is where consistent stimulation comes into play. Think of it as the call signal to your brain's superhero. The more you stimulate your brain through activities and exercises, the more you're signaling it to adapt and change, to heal and recover. And this is where repetition and full-body exercises become crucial. They aren't just physical activities, they're a form of communication with your brain. Every repetition is a message to your brain saying, hey, we need to get better at this. And the brain, being the adaptive organ it is, responds by reorganizing itself, forming new connections. It's like practicing a musical instrument. The more you practice, the better you get. That's your brain on repetition. Full-body exercises take this a step further. They don't just focus on one part of the body, they engage the entire body, stimulating multiple areas of the brain at once. It's like having a full orchestra play together, each instrument contributing to the symphony. This full-bodied approach amplifies the effects of neuroplasticity, encouraging faster and more comprehensive recovery. So, remember, your brain is like a superhero, and neuroplasticity is its superpower. With consistent stimulation, repetition, and full-body exercises, you're not just recovering from a stroke. You're harnessing the power of your brain, and in doing so, you're becoming your own superhero. Harnessing the power of neuroplasticity can significantly speed up your stroke recovery journey. AFOs for foot drop and speech therapy apps are more than just assistive devices, they are catalysts for recovery. Let's delve into this, shall we? Imagine you're learning to walk again after a stroke, you're making progress, but foot drop, a condition common after stroke, is holding you back. This is where ankle-foot orthoses, or AFOs, step in. These devices provide the necessary support to your ankle and foot, allowing you to walk more naturally and confidently. They're not just a crutch, they're a bridge to regaining your mobility. AFOs also play a preventive role. By stabilizing your foot and ankle, they reduce the risk of potential complications like sprains or falls. So, they're not just about making movement possible, they're about making it safer too. Now let's switch gears and talk about speech. Stroke can sometimes affect your ability to communicate, which can feel incredibly isolating. That's where speech therapy apps come into play. These apps are like having a speech therapist in your pocket, available 24/7. They offer exercises and activities designed to improve your speech and language skills, from articulation to vocabulary building. But here's the real game changer: these apps make therapy fun. They turn tedious exercises into engaging games, motivating you to practice more, and as we know, practice is key to recovery. So you see, AFOs for foot drop and speech therapy apps are more than just assistive tools. They're recovery boosters. They can greatly enhance the effectiveness of traditional therapy methods, speeding up the recovery process. They give you the power to take your recovery into your own hands, literally and figuratively. These tools are not just about coping, they're about conquering. They're about turning I can't into I can, and I can into I did. So whether you're grappling with foot drop or struggling with speech, remember that you have tools at your disposal that can propel you towards recovery. And that's a powerful thing. Hitting a plateau in your recovery, don't worry, it's not the end of the road. It's quite the contrary, in fact. You see, when you're on a journey towards stroke recovery, encountering plateaus is a normal, and dare I say necessary, part of the process. It's a sign that your brain is working hard, making new connections and adjusting to the changes. Let's think of your brain as a hiker. At first, the trail is steep and challenging, but the hiker keeps going, makes progress, and eventually reaches a plateau, a flat area where the terrain isn't as demanding. Now, this doesn't mean that the hiker should set up camp and call it quits. No, it's a chance for the hiker to catch their breath, reassess their path, and gather strength for the next climb. Similarly, when you hit a plateau in your recovery, it's an opportunity for you to reassess and re-strategize your approach to rehabilitation. So, how do you overcome these plateaus? For starters, shake things up a bit. If you've been doing the same exercises day in and day out, your brain, much like any well-trained muscle, might have gotten used to the routine. Varying your exercises can present a fresh set of challenges for your brain to tackle, promoting further recovery. Next, keep your mind engaged. Just as physical exercises help recover motor skills, mental exercises can help improve cognitive functions. Try solving puzzles, reading, or even learning a new skill. These activities can help stimulate your brain and keep the momentum of your recovery going. Also, don't underestimate the power of positive thinking. Maintain an optimistic outlook, and remember that recovery is not a race. It's a personal journey that unfolds at its own pace, so be patient with yourself. Lastly, remember to seek professional guidance. Your healthcare provider can give you personalized advice based on your progress and help you navigate through these plateaus effectively. Remember, a plateau is not a stop sign, but a stepping stone to further recovery. So, when you hit a plateau, don't be disheartened. Instead, take a deep breath, reassess your strategy, and prepare yourself for the next phase of your recovery. You've got this. The key to fast stroke recovery, it's not just about how hard you work, but how smart you work. And that's the crux of it, folks. It's not just about pushing yourself to the limit, but about understanding the science and mechanisms behind stroke recovery. It's about leveraging neuroplasticity, the brain's incredible ability to rewire itself. This is your secret weapon in stroke recovery. By consistently practicing targeted exercises, you're not just rebuilding strength, you're rewiring your brain, creating new neural pathways that can help restore lost functions. But remember, it's not just about the brain. It's also about the tools you use. Assistive tools like ankle-foot orthoses or AFOs can be a game-changer in managing foot drop, a common side effect of stroke. These devices can significantly improve your mobility and help you regain independence faster. And let's not forget about speech therapy apps. These innovative tools can be a lifeline for those struggling with speech and communication issues post-stroke. They offer a range of exercises and activities that can help stimulate speech recovery, right from the comfort of your own home. But the journey to recovery is not always smooth. You may hit plateaus where progress seems to stall. It's easy to feel disheartened, but don't lose hope. Plateaus are a normal part of recovery. The key is to keep pushing through, to keep challenging yourself, and remember, every small progress counts. The key to fast stroke recovery is a combination of understanding neuroplasticity, using assistive tools, overcoming recovery plateaus, and above all, keeping a positive mindset. It's about working smarter, not just harder. With the right knowledge and tools, you can make your stroke recovery journey faster and more effective. Remember, your recovery is in your hands. You have the power to influence your own healing process. So keep going, keep pushing, and keep believing. You got this. That's it for today's deep dive into fast stroke recovery. We've debunked some myths and revealed the controversial truth about stroke recovery. We've explored the amazing ability of our brains to rewire and adapt through neuroplasticity. We've discussed the role of ankle-foot orthoses and speech therapy apps in facilitating recovery. We've also shared strategies to overcome recovery plateaus. Lastly, we've emphasized that the key to fast stroke recovery lies in personalized and consistent rehab plans, not quick fix promises. Remember, every step you take towards recovery, no matter how small, is a victory. So share this video with others who may find it helpful. Let's spread the word and empower more people on their recovery journey. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more empowering content. Together, we can conquer stroke recovery.